Hello students, welcome back to our channel. This dictation is specially prepared for steno aspirants and candidates appearing for the Senior Scale Stenographer examination. The speed of this passage is 100 words per minute. Get your notebooks ready, sit comfortably, maintain proper posture and focus on accuracy along with speed. We will begin in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Another significant aspect concerned the doctrine of legitimate expectation invoked by the petitioner. Full stop. It was contended that previous communications from the authority had assured continuation of certain benefits and operational permissions, leading the petitioner to make financial commitments and contractual arrangements. Full stop. Sudden withdrawal of such permissions without prior notice or consultation was alleged to be arbitrary and contrary to established administrative practices. Full stop. The respondent authority argued that no enforceable promise had been made and that policy changes were within its regulatory competence when required by evolving circumstances. Full stop. The court also examined whether the impugned order had been passed by a competent officer authorized under the relevant statutory framework. Full stop. The petitioner submitted that the signatory lacked jurisdiction and that approval from a higher authority had neither been obtained nor recorded in the file. Full stop. The respondent authority produced internal authorization documents and maintained that the officer had acted within delegated powers. Full stop. Stanza. The court directed production of original records for verification to determine whether statutory requirements had been complied with and whether the decision-making process reflected due application of mind. Full stop. Arguments were advanced regarding the proportionality of restrictions imposed upon the petitioner's operations. Full stop. The petitioner contended that instead of adopting corrective or supervisory measures, the authority had imposed a blanket prohibition causing severe financial losses and reputational damage. Full stop. The respondent authority maintained that the measures were temporary and preventive in nature, designed to protect consumers and ensure regulatory compliance. Full stop. The court observed that administrative actions must strike a balance between safeguarding public interest and avoiding excessive burdens that could effectively amount to punitive consequences without a formal adjudicatory process. Full stop. Counsel for the petitioner sought interim relief in the form of stay of operation of the impugned order pending final adjudication of the writ petition. Full stop. It was argued that continuation of the order would result in closure of business operations and irreversible harm to employees and contractual partners. Full stop. Stanza. The respondent authority opposed interim relief, contending that suspension of the order could jeopardize public safety and undermine ongoing investigations. Full stop. The court indicated that grant of interim protection required careful consideration of competing interests, including the likelihood of irreparable injury and the existence of a strong prima facie case. Full stop. After hearing detailed submissions, the court directed the respondent authority to file a comprehensive counter affidavit addressing specific allegations raised by the petitioner and to produce the original administrative record for perusal. Full stop. The petitioner was granted liberty to file a rejoinder within a specified time addressing any new material placed on record. Full stop. The court clarified that interim arrangements would be considered after examining the pleadings and relevant documents to ensure that any relief granted did not prejudice the merits of the case or preempt final adjudication of disputed factual issues. Full stop. Before concluding the hearing, the court emphasized the importance of maintaining institutional transparency and adherence to fair procedures by administrative bodies exercising statutory powers. Full stop. Observations were made regarding the need for reasoned orders reflecting objective analysis rather than mechanical reproduction of allegations or conclusions. Full stop.